I like it. It looks fresh, but how are we not going to put a crab, or how are we not going to put the best looking flag out there, the Maryland flag, incorporated in the City Connects? They're City Connects. Put the Maryland flag in there. Put a crab in there. Put my logo on there. What's going on here? We got Aaron Judge destroying stadiums. He should be arrested, first of all. If everyone at BTL chat, Tail and Squad Ride, we'll break you guys out of prison later. This guy's cheated multiple times in the past, gotten caught for it. He's actually a human trash can. This dude is the scum on the bottom of your shoe. That guy goes park to park, stadium to stadium, a grown-ass man with a baseball glove, like he's playing in the game, taking home runs from kids, not giving little man the respect he deserves. What a loser.
They're watching me flourish, I'm watching them rock. Damn. Brand new bag for pro, but I didn't pay for it. I don't like spending that cash because I'm trying.
What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 262 piece. Hold the fry, as always, joined by your guys, Krabs and Javon. How about them Yankees last night, huh?
About them. First time you can say that in a while.
Yeah, for sure. We're not going to go over the Yankees too much today. We had enough slurpage yesterday for an eternity, in my opinion. All right. Chats have a ton to go over today. We've got prize pick slips for the early games. We've got a T-shirt giveaway, BTL shirt giveaway, so get ready for that. MLB slate, we're going to power through a little earlier today than usual because we've got the NBA draft to talk about, Javon. A lot of bets I like in this draft. A lot of bets.
Here we go.
A lot of angles. Chat, I don't know about you, Javon, but I've been missing talking about college basketball players and just basketball in general. The NBA has been so mid, especially the playoffs. So I know you might not agree with your Heat, but this will be a nice little, college basketball refresher for you guys, chat, to know who's going to be balling in the coming years in the NBA. And I don't know who the hell the Wizards are going to pick, but they're going to fuck it up somehow. All right, we're going to talk about those trades too, Javon, and obviously we're going to do the squad rides as well towards the end. All right, chat. Big day today. A lot to go over. All right. Let's go ahead and do a W recap, though. Why not us? Luis Robert, he shafted us.
Piss.
Shafted us. Luis Robert getting 1 TB, swinging for the fences on every pitch. Not the guy. He was not the guy. It is what it is, chat. We went 2 for 3 on that prize pick slip. Had to take out Gallen because it already started. Thank God, because that's sort of over. Turner, free. Seth Brown, free. Luis Robert, piss. Absolute piss. And we've got some good questions in chats. Do you like Candelario hit run RBI, Javon? Thoughts?
I do, but I mean, there's one in that game with the Nats that I like a little more that I guess we'll talk about in a little bit, but I do like Drummer today too.
100%. And we did hit a 2-piece yesterday, Javon, for the early games. All right. Absolutely free, right? The Fraley Nuke. And who else was it paired with?
Carey,
sure.
Yeah.
That was free as well. Why did Justin Turner steal second? Yeah, Chelly, man. Brutal, nerfy. It is what it is. I don't know how or why he stealed. Javon texted me and said he stole. I was like, what are you talking about? Fantasy score soared in the first inning. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Chat, we do have games starting up in about 20 minutes. I promise we'll go over those. But first, let's go over the 2-piece prize picks for the day games. I personally don't like any sides or totals too much in these games. We'll go over them, but I'm not loving any sides or totals, and the Reds don't play early, so no plays for me, Javon. Anything you like in these early games, and go over why we like Lane Thomas and Schwartz.
Yeah, I mean, Lane Thomas, this is kind of what we've been talking about for a while now against a soft-tossing lefty that he's seen, twice this season. So I think he's going to have a lot of success. Love his matchup. Obviously, he's still hitting leadoff, and I like a lot of the guys' matchups behind him who are seeing all of them collectively, unless you're like Riley Adams or Michael Chavis at the bottom of the lineup. They're seeing them for a third time this season. So, I think this Nats lineup is in line for a pretty good performance offensively, and I think Lane's going to spearhead that. But no, I don't think the Lane Thomas trend is slowing down. Boston sports.
No, he's had 2 bad games in a row, guys. Overall, he's been on fire recently. I think we go back to him.
He's still on a hitting streak, I think, though, right? 9 games?
He might still have a hitting streak, but he hasn't scored a run the last 2 nights, which has sucked for my prize picks bankroll.
Fair enough.
I like that he's only up for fantasy score like he was a couple days ago. That's a good sign, I feel like. Right?
That is.
Krabs, that's a sick hat. What's on it? Bethany Beach Surf Shop in Delaware. Fireplace. Yeah, chat, here's the entry. All right, we tweeted it out. Make sure you guys follow the Book It Sports and Book It BTL accounts. Javon, I don't know how the hell that Rangers over didn't hit yesterday. It is what it is. Charge that one to the game, I guess. I don't really know. We're not going to go over it too much, but I was in piss. That was my only other play yesterday besides the Reds and the squad ride, Yankees plus 1.5, which looked like a home run derby for the Bronx. W's, chat. Hope you guys tailed. Didn't even need the run. Pretty soft. It is what it is, but it was a winner. Much needed after the first 2 days of the week. Absolute cake. All right, so we're rolling, chat. We're firing on all cylinders. We're seeing the MLB board pretty damn well. Knock on wood. All right, so let's lock back in and hit another squad ride today. But first, wanted to show you guys some of these home runs from last night. I mean, even Volpe got in on the action. It was insane. It's a good night for the Yankees when Volpe's hitting a home run. And he's got 10 home runs and 10 steals, I think, this year, which for a rookie is pretty impressive. I will say I do think he's going to be a decent player, in the coming years. Nothing special right now, but I think he'll turn into a nice little shortstop. Maybe not as good as C.J. Abrams will. But we'll have to see. But chat, number 10 for number 11, I bet. And it's gone.
And it's okay.
I mean, look, if Volpe's hitting home runs, chat, it's probably a good day to be on the Yankees. All right, Colin Arcangeli at Mariners minus 1.5, sure. Yep. That's just fuel to the fire. Thank you for your service, brother. Okay. Chat, we're going to do a shirt giveaway. All right. Here's how it's going to work. I've got a BTL shirt right here. Bada bing, bada boom. White guy with the logo on there. All you guys got to do is follow all the Book It Sports accounts, which I'm sure you already do. Make sure you guys follow Chelly, Lauren, Mikey, the whole squad. Okay. I know you all follow Trent already, but make sure you guys follow everybody. Follow all the accounts. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube. It's free. And follow us on other socials as well, Instagram, TikTok. And what you're going to do is you're going to spam BTL in chat. And our guy Josh here in a couple seconds is going to randomly pick one of you guys. And you're going to get a free shirt. I'll DM you. You DM me on Twitter. And I'll get your Addy and ship that out today. All right, boys. So go ahead and spam BTL in chat. Joshy, no rush, my man. But go ahead and pick one with your eyes closed or not. I really don't care. Okay.
Just click a
Go
button.
ahead and give it a pick. Chat, fire those BTLs away. All right. These are rookie numbers. There they go. Here
There
they
we
go.
go. Now we're popping off.
Down the stretch. It's Mage.
Could this be the dagger?
I don't even know if Josh is going to be able to pick one. They're moving so fast. I don't even know. Oh, we got one. Menace. There you go, Menace. W's. Menace to Society. Hit me up on Twitter. All right. I'm going to write your name down. Menace to Society. Okay. Hopefully nobody reads that in my notes and thinks anything sketchy, but we're not going to go over the name. We're going to give you a shirt. All right. Thanks for always supporting. Thanks for joining. All right. I don't know why people are spamming rigs. Give me a break. We got Sky IOG coming in with a sub bang. Let's fucking go, dude. That's how you start off the day. All right. Chad, it's going to be one hell of a day. NBA draft, MLB. Young Thug might be dropping an album tonight. Let's have a freaking night. All right. It's the weekend in my eyes. Javon, is it dropping tonight or is that cap?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just waiting for it. I'm hoping. I'm waiting for Uzi next week. That's what I'm really tapped in on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
If that
Need some lab music.
Yeah, of course.
Need some lab music. But yeah, Menace to Society, hit me up on Twitter. I'll give you a shirt. We're going to do these giveaways at least once a week, chat. All right, so stay posted. Okay. Javon, you want to go over these MLB plays? We got about 8 games today.
Yeah.
Might as well power through them, huh?
Classic little Thursday slate that sucks. So we got to figure something out here.
So no Smith-Shawver in this Atlanta game. We can pull up the odds as well. No Smith-Shawver pitching today. I guess they skipped his start. They're going with Elder. Looks like they want to get a win here against Nola and their NL East rivals, the Phillies, who have been on fire. I don't like the line move for the Braves. I initially leaned Braves in the under last night. I still like the under, but I don't love it, so not going to play anything here, but would not be surprised if the Phillies pull this one out, win this game. Gun to my head, I'm taking Phillies ML in this game if I need a winner.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably be what I'd lean to. I don't want to get involved, especially with Bryce Elder here. And I guess I've seen a lot of Phillies, which you're probably always going to see with Aaron Nola on the mound. Like on paper, I guess if you take the names off of these two teams, this game should be a lot bigger of a line, but it isn't. So I'm not huge on Nola. I do think he pitches well today, but Bryce Elder is just such a wild card, especially in this matchup, that I don't really want to get involved. But if I had to, it would probably be fading him.
Okay. W's. I wish we were still getting Smith-Shawver today, chat, but we're not, so we move.
Yeah.
We move. Arizona, Washington. Javon, we already talked about our guy Lane Thomas, or Lane Train. Do we think the Nats maybe sneak out a win today on the ML?
Yeah, that's definitely the side I lean there, like we were talking about. And yeah, the D-backs have seen Jake Irvin too, so it's not like completely one-sided here. But
right.
This lineup, I mean, with the Nationals, where they're fully in their strength against the softer tossing lefty, seeing him for now the third time this season, I think they're going to score runs, certainly. So maybe you're banking on the Nats bats more so than Jake Irvin outdueling Tommy Henry. But I expect a lot of that lineup to be absolutely on point today. I think they put up runs early and often, and I know there's wind blowing in, so this total's been moving down a little bit. I don't really mind that against Tommy Henry anyway. So I do think the Nats, maybe again, a Nats team total, or you just take them straight up again.
100%. No need for the Nats plus 1.5, in my opinion. I think they either lose or win this game. Probably not going to be a one-run game in this spot. I think the total goes over. Those are my leans. Nats ML in the over, but you guys know they're banned. They're banned. All right. And if you missed the beginning of the show, we are on Lane Thomas more than fantasy score if you guys need a square for that game. Okay. Oakland versus Cleveland, Javon. Good call last night. Good call with the Athletics. They put up some runs.
It did.
You like anything in this game? You think the offenses continue to soar, or do you think this total's a little low with JP Sears pitching, who's been okay?
Yeah, I think it's low, but rightfully so. I mean, you have the Guardians who haven't been able to hit a lefty all season. Yes, their offense has been a little better as of late, but still nothing incredible. And the A's, like if you look at their splits, I mean, they're in their better split against left-handed pitching, but Logan Allen is just really good. I'm a big Logan Allen guy, and against this lineup, I really like his matchup against a lot of these guys. Talk about you're definitely going to have a little bit of a different lineup from the A's today too, due to the fact that they're facing a lefty, which initially worked to their strength earlier in the season, but not so much now. So I think the under is low here for a reason. And after yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if we see just an absolute pitcher's duel from both of these guys.
Yeah,
so I don't mind that under.
I think if I had to play something in these 1 p.m. Eastern games, these 4 games, it would probably be this Oakland and Cleveland under. I like the movements. I like the splits. I think Sears does enough. These offenses don't scare me. We saw runs yesterday. I like that move. Give me the under in that game.
Yep. There you
All
go.
right, Chad, that's my favorite play, favorite lean in the 4 early games. All right, boys. Javon, do you co-sign Logan Allen over Case?
I mean, yeah, I don't mind his case. I don't know. With the A's, it's always weird, especially against lefties. I haven't seen the lineup quite yet. I'm sure it's out, but it's not something that I necessarily want to target. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. Scoot Henderson is number 2 pick. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Nate. Don't you worry. We'll be talking about Scoot. Plenty. All right, Beast. Javon, early home runs. That's not Castellanos. Already taken him, Kobe says. Going with the narrative. Kind of fucked up, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Javon, any home run hitters you like today? Maybe a national you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, maybe a national. One of the guys between Lane Thomas and Michael Chavis would be probably what I'd go with there. Little, I guess, scared a bit of the wind against Tommy Henry, but I think they put up runs. I wouldn't be surprised if you get at least one through the air. So those would probably be my guys. They're both hanging around like the same-ish price. So I don't mind those guys.
Michael Chavis does have a home run in his career against Henry.
He does.
People forget. I think he's 1 for 3. If Schwarber hits bases, 10U sub bang incoming. I'm going to hold you to that, Jay Connolly. I'm going to hold you to that, brother. All right. Boston, Minnesota, Javon. Twins came through last night in extras, I believe, won 5-4. Any thoughts on this game? Maybe Boston to bounce back here as a short dog with Garza on the bump against Ryan, who's been pretty good.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see the line as short as it is. I'll say that. With a tiny, maybe insignificant move towards the Red Sox. But, yeah, Joe Ryan, I guess I see a lot of the same things I saw in Sonny Gray yesterday, which, I mean, the Red Sox didn't have the most fantastic offensive day. I won't say that, but they did have their little spurts where they put up runs. A lot of that was because of Justin Turner. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him get hit up a little bit here. Would say Red Sox to the over, if anything.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm seeing no Verdugo, which makes that line even weirder because he's been a staple at the top of that order. And, yeah, real Mickey Gamble's asking the questions that people need, the important ones. I'm a Red Sox fan. Who the fuck is Justin Garza? Javon, who is this guy? I see him with a Angels hat on, I believe, in his little PFP.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just going to be a bullpen day majority for the Sox. It's just, yeah, that's what makes the line pretty weird to me.
Sketch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying Joe Ryan is Luis Castillo, but I will say that's kind of giving me Yankees vibes from yesterday.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. All right, chat. There's your 4 angles in those 4 early games. Okay, boys, W's. Let's power through, though, and finish up the slate. Not many games left. All right, chat. San Diego and San Francisco. How about the Giants winning another game in our faces after we chirped them yesterday?
Yeah.
Sure. Not hard to beat the Padres, though.
Yeah, not very.
Is today the day it ends? With Snell up on the bump, Trent Scott.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting to see a 20-cent line move against the Giants. I know Blake Snell has been Cy Young, Blake Snell as of late, but these are 2 of the best teams right now in the league against left-handed pitching. So you're also seeing that move down from 8.5 to 8, which I thought was interesting. I just think we get a Snell masterclass here. I don't think it ends today. I think you get one more start before Blake Snell maybe has a little slip up. I think he pitches pretty well today. So I do like the Padres.
Okay. Yeah, give me the Padres on the ML. Probably not going to bet it because I don't want to fade the streak, but definitely lean that way.
Yeah.
100%. What are your opinions on Snell K's? We know the people / one person in particular is already going to be taking it. But do you think he hits that today? And you do think he deals at least one more start where he's locked in?
Yeah. I'm trying to see what it's at. What is it? 6.5, 7? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he landed right on 7, to be honest with you, because that's where it's at on Prize Picks. But I think he has a chance to go over. So.
Okay. Do I take Nat's team total? Jengis, either team total or ML. Let me check the splits on the over in that game. Over is a little bit public. I don't know. I feel like it's Nats ML, man. But our bullpen is so bad. Maybe team total is a better look. Javon, any opinions before we move?
Yeah, I'm trying to look and see what that team total is at. I want to see the number. Because I want to see, especially after yesterday, they were at kind of the standard number that they're usually at in these games. And now they're 4 even both ways. I wouldn't mind taking a 4. Get a 4, like on FanDuel.
Okay.
Or
Dubs,
3. Yeah, you get a juicy 3.5 too, sure.
Sure. Okay. We move Kansas City versus Tampa, your Rays, welcoming in the cold Royals, who are just an absolute joke. They have Quas on the mound. Who the hell's Quas?
Opener for a bullpen game.
Great. That should go well for the Royals. They're facing Shane McClanahan, who should shove today. Is he having any weird squares up on Prize Picks to make you think differently?
No. Everything, I mean, looks pretty standard for Shane, I would say.
Yep. 7 strikeouts. Hasn't hit that in his last 5, but he's facing the Royals, so he probably hits that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, his fantasy scores in the 40s, as it probably should be against this team. Square angle here. Rays get it done. They win this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably a Rays team total if you don't want to lay the -1.5 for like minus 70 or something like that. But yes, total's moving up with the line of the game sitting, minus 350, minus 360. It's telling me that Shane's going to give up like his patented solo shot and probably not much else. I mean, what is it going to be like? Quas, Carlos Hernandez, Jackson Coer are going to come out of the bullpen for the Royals. I mean, that's probably not going to go very well. So I wouldn't be surprised if it starts a little slow and then you see the Rays have like a big inning off of one of the bullpen pitchers. And I just don't think they have much of a shot in this game today.
Okay. Yeah, Chad, I really don't know how to take them. Maybe you take them -2.5 at plus a hundo. But the total is moving up. I will say it is getting nuked. 78% of bets and over 85% of handle on that over. Not really too surprising with the Rays offense against Quas and the Royals, but it is a game Shane's pitching in where he should dominate. So maybe the over is a square public play that has life. I don't hate the team total either for the Rays. Do you know what it's at?
Saw 5 earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, see a 5.
Yeah, 5.5's a plus check if you want them. 4.5 super juiced. Over 5 plus a hundo. Some places. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they should get to Quas. Give me a break. Quas is 3-0 this year. Sure.
He's a winner. He's like Ian Chabot for the Reds, who magically is like, I think he's leading like the NL in wins. He has like 8 or 9.
What the?
Makes no sense because he's terrible.
In the bullpen?
Yeah. He just comes out late in games, blows the game, and then they win it for him right after. It's crazy.
Yep. Braves game today. Yep. Lean Phillies ML, and we have a Prize Picks with Lane Thomas over fantasy and Kyle Schwarber more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs if you need plays. All right. Chat, I'll send someone 100 for a Jose RBI in the first inning. W's. Somebody hold the man to that.
Yeah.
Hold him to it. Dubs, why is Study Hall POD Royals? Guys, your life is better if you just keep the Royals out of your life. Okay. I won't be taking the Rays today, just a lean, but I do think they win this game by 3. Would not hate their team total either. Yeah. All right. What do y'all say about Twins Red Sox? You got to join earlier, my man, but we said probably Red Sox in that spot as a short dog. They've been relatively hot overall recently, and I think they bounced back after that walk-off last night they gave up. All right.
Here we go.
Giants, ML, Megalodon. I bet Jay Nasty. I bet. Yeah, favorite play of the early slate for me is that Athletics under, but I'm not playing anything in the early slate. Quality over quantity. We've been on fire. We're sticking to it. We're
There you
sticking
go.
to it. Lost that over on the Rangers game yesterday, Javon, but still hit Reds and still hit squad ride, so we move.
Beautiful.
All right. Pitt versus Miami. We got 2 more games. Pitt versus Miami. Looks like we've got Keller versus Garrett. And Keller's a dog. Plus 135 dog against Garrett, who's been, pretty good recently, I believe, but kind of inconsistent. A little all over the place. Keller's been pretty nails. Totals at 7. Should be a pitcher's duel relatively, Javon. Who do you think wins this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the Marlins here. I think there's a reason, I guess multiple reasons. You talk about the Mitch Keller being this significant of a dog, and it's because the Pirates haven't been able to score runs for almost 3 weeks now, and Mitch Keller is starting to come back down to what Mitch Keller really is. And I think that's going to continue over like the next month or so leading up to the All-Star break. So I think we're going to see that. And the fact that he's already not getting much market respect is, I think, very telling with Braxton Garrett on the mound, who matches up pretty well against the Pirates, even though they have been better against left-handed pitching. He's going to generate a lot of swing and miss in that lineup, and not just because that's what's been happening lately. So, I mean, seeing them at minus 155 with a 7 total, it's probably going to be another anemic Pirates offensive performance, I think.
Okay. So maybe the under. And yeah, Devin, good idea, bro. Good idea. Let me talk to my people. Yeah, I'm with you on that under. Decent splits as well. 23% of bets, 39% of handle. Garrett and Keller have both been pretty good. These offenses kind of stink. I think these records are fraudulent for these two teams. I think we see the Marlins offense cool off for the rest of the season. Not saying they're going to go back to that crazy, team total under trend they were in last year where they were atrocious, but I don't really think they're a 9 games over 500 team. Fade both these offenses now because right now they're not locked in. Plain and simple. Yep. All right. Then Seattle, New York, we've got Wu going against Germán. Javon, what are your thoughts in this game?
Yeah, I mean, I've been a pretty religious backer of Brian Wu since his first really blow-up start against the Rangers. After that, I really started backing him pretty much every start since then. And he's awfully popular today, and I understand why against this Yankees offense. But, I mean, the pitcher that I like here more is Domingo Germán. I love his matchup today against this Mariners lineup. One, I mean, starting from the reason that I always target righties with very high strikeout potential against the Mariners because their whiff rates are absolutely insane against right-handed pitching. But for Germán specifically, I mean, he's going to throw a lot of curveballs, and the Mariners are the worst team in the MLB against curveballs. So I think he's going to have an incredible day. I'm surprised to see him up for a fantasy score and pitching outs. I don't think I've seen that quite a bit. Real Nicky Gamble said Germán PP square. Click on his case, his chart, Josh. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I would expect going up against the Mariners today. But I like his matchup probably a lot more than I like Brian Wu's, to be honest with you. So I don't know if I love going with the Yanks here because of the line move, but I think that opener still at minus 120 with Germán on the mound against Wu, who's been masterclassing as of late, is still a little strange.
Yep. I lean the Yankees. Hate to say it, but I do. That line move scares me for sure, especially because I'm seeing the Yankees are still the public side, Javon, getting about 60% of bets in handle. Not surprising. It's the Yankees. They're always public. They always get a little bit more line respect than they should in the Yankee tax. Okay. Still, that opener's wild. Maybe if it pulls back to minus 110 both ways, you could definitely add the Yankees to my card on the ML, or maybe the under is a play as well, too. I mean, the Yankees have the worst offensive baseball over the last 15 games, and Seattle's not going to do shit against Germán looking at his prospect square. So maybe the under, which has moved down from 9, I saw the opener at, which is also a little bit of a weird opener, in my opinion, but down to 7.5 now, juice to the under. Definitely liking that number now for the under.
Especially with, I mean, Germán just gave up 7 and 2 to the Red Sox. That's the start he's coming off of. And Brian Wu has looked immaculate. So, I mean, if this line opened here, I would be a little less tempted to go with something Yankees related today. But the fact that, I mean, Germán opened minus 120 is crazy.
Yeah. Maybe we just don't overthink it. Take the Yankees ML.
Yeah, I mean, if it starts to pull back, I'm absolutely going to let it loose.
Okay. Dubs. It looks like we have some games starting up here in 5 minutes. Awesome. We're going to need to get that pretty cool game cast up for the Shorebird bat, I think, Josh. What do you guys think?
Yeah, going to have to do that.
We need to see that Shorebird bat. It'll be the bottom of the first, but we're We're going to need to see that
Isn't Lane
100%.
Thomas coming up first, right?
Both teams are home, so both teams are hitting in the bottom. So we'll have to go back and forth. All right, guys. We'll get the 3D going. I know you guys want it. It's a new cool thing. Everyone's talking about it. Lane Thomas wagon loading, sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, NL leading 7th assist in the outfield yesterday. Dude's got a cannon.
Just might be him.
Dude's got a cannon. Unbelievable. Guys, 5 minutes to lock in this Prize Picks entry. We'll flash it one more time for you. My favorite play for the early games is that Oakland under. Javon, what about you, my man?
I would say the same, but another one would probably go Nats.
Okay. Dubs, I will be rooting for you if you end up placing that bet. I'm not betting myself.
Well, since I said it, got to lock it in now.
All right, sure. Lane Thomas, more than 7.5 fantasy chat, and Kyle Schwarber, more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. The leadoff guys are going to get it done for us today. All right?
Yep.
Let's hope, chat. Chair update. Did not build the chair. Cannot figure it out. Going to have to get longer screws and whatever those things are on the bottom that you screw in to make it tight, because those did not come with the set. There's your update, chat. I am no handyman. Okay, I'll be honest and upfront about it. I am not, Javon. I could barely even put the other pieces together.
Incredibly soft. That's a performance that we're going to be talking about for ages.
Yeah, that was Tony Snell numbers.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Unbelievable. All right, yeah, chair one, minus 3,000, cash it. All right, boys, we're going to talk NBA draft, all right? Before we do, if you guys don't follow us on Pickett already, what are you doing? All right, if you're not checking to see what Trent's on for the Super Goat so you can make sure you don't take the same squares, what are you doing? Okay, download Pickett. It's on all the app stores, all right? Use promo code Krabs or Javon. Start tracking your bets, okay? Why not track your bets in 2023? Why not know how much coin you're actually winning or losing? And why not use all the other features on the app like splits, odds shopping, okay? The whole 9 yards. They got a post up there. They got a wall like Twitter where we all post all our plays and shit. Follow us on there. Download it. By far the best bet tracking app out there if you bet on sports, and I know all of you do. All right? W's.
Dub.
We move. NBA draft, Javon. I'm so excited for tonight's. This is one of my favorite things to bet on, just in general, chat. And I don't even really know why. I think it's because a couple of years ago, when our guy Hunter got drafted from UVA, I locked it in when Wojbomb dropped a nuke on Twitter talking about how he was going early or going in the top 5 picks or whatever. I locked it in before the books took it off, and I was rich. I think ever since then, I've just been absolutely dialed and love and enjoy betting the NBA draft. Chat, we've got plenty of bets to talk about. I know I got like 10 up my sleeve. Javon's got a couple as well. We're going to talk about some of the trades going on and maybe some sleepers and some busts in this draft as well. And Javon, I think it's on at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight.
Believe so, yeah.
They do both rounds tonight?
Yep. You only got 2.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Chat, how about these trades, though? Let's talk about them and kind of unpack them a little bit. Porzingis last night got faked out there a little bit. I thought for a second we'd have one, useful player on our team this season, but it's looking like we're not. All right. But we got a pick out of it. I think it's the 35th overall pick. We'll fucking take it. We got Tyus Jones, who I actually like. He's not going to win us a ring or anything, but he's a good point guard. He can, manage the offense a little bit. The Wizards are going to be one of the worst teams in basketball, though. I mean, my goodness. That roster is bad.
Maybe a little bit. I like they got Tyus Jones, though. I think that's a good little veteran for them to have to run that offense for a bit. But yeah, the Kristaps, from the Celtics perspective, they went from, trading, and I know there was some medical injury issue that was kind of holding up this end of the deal, but they went from giving up Brogdon, a 6th man who was, I guess, somewhat underperforming at times, to giving up, the centerpiece of their defense in Marcus Smart. So, I mean, that's a really weird decision for them to make from a front office perspective, but I mean, I guess they really like Kristaps. It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, look, he balled last season when he was healthy. So fun to watch. My goodness. And yeah, when he played, he was great. No doubt about it. Does he play like a defense? No, he doesn't. So it's weird. I'm with you, Javon. They're losing their defensive guy. They're losing the heart and soul of the team. I'm seeing everybody on Twitter bitch about it who's a Celtics fan. But they have an elite scorer now on that team, and they got a big man. who they can kind of complement with Robert Williams as kind of the defensive guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think offensively, obviously, it's a massive step up, and maybe that's what they needed. Man said he really thinks the Celtics needed a good shakeup, which I agree. It's just this was probably not the first route that I saw coming, or many people saw coming personally. So I'll be interested to see where their next steps are from here, because if this is the end of the moves for them, I don't know what the point is.
100% chat, and they're off. We got games starting up. We got first pitch.
There you go.
And they're off. Nats game is active, chat. Looks like the Phillies game should be following suit. All right, so Josh, I'll go ahead and flash the 3D stuff when our guys are up to the plate. But for now, we're talking trades.
Can we look at this while we're on this subject? Let's just take a look at this roster real quick.
Oh, I saw this tweet earlier. I did not want to bring it up. I literally said in my head, I'm not showing this on the screen. So I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you. This might be the worst roster in NBA history. Is this worse than the roster that the Thunder had when they were doing their whole rebuild bullshit? It might be, because also you could take off Chris Paul off the top because he's not going to be a Wizard. He's not playing a single game for us. He's going to get released. So cross him off the list and then look at the rest of the list. That might be the worst roster ever assembled.
Yeah, it's worse because like the Thunder, at least you had a lot more youth in there. So it's like, guys are going to have to develop and turn into promising prospects. But you got a lot of just vets on here that are like solid back of the bench guys. So that just sucks. And then you have like Johnny Davis and Corey Kispert, who are guys who were terrible draft picks and have not turned into much.
Yeah. Anyone who says Kispert's a dog must not watch him play and must just be looking at the stat sheets, because he does put up points, but he's hard to watch. And he, when it matters or is going up against a real basketball player, he gets absolutely pummeled. Absolutely pummeled. And a lot of these veterans will probably be gone, throughout the year. I'm sure we'll trade some guys before the deadline. No real need to have them. Let's see who shines early and let's get rid of them. Let's flip them for picks, right? Let's get as many picks as we can, because this ain't cutting it.
No, you got Mike Muscala, man. That was a big pickup in the trade.
Yeah, big pickup there. We got Muscala. We got Johnny Davis still, who might be the worst top 10 pick of all time. My goodness. Everyone was losing their minds when he dropped 15 points for the first time last season. I'm like, what are we doing? Yeah. Celebrating the top 10 pick, dropping 15 points for the first time. This guy was not even playing well in the G League earlier in the year. He was getting outplayed in the G League. Good pick there, boys. My goodness. D-back single, Dubs. Okay. Actually, not Dubs for your Nats bet.
Yeah, not Dubs.
Cunha out. Sure. All right, Jack. Keep us updated. Red. Like the beard. Come on, Devin. Go hit big. Go win big. All right?
There we go.
Javon, what other trades we want to talk about? I mean, Damian Lillard, I feel like that's done. I'm hearing that maybe he wants to stay now. This happens every fucking offseason. It's so
every time. I never believe any of the talks until I see it.
Does he just want attention? I don't understand it.
I really don't get it. It's like a long, slow like breakup between like Dame and the Blazers. Like it's eventually gonna happen. It's just like they go through this BS every single offseason. They're like, oh, we're gonna rebuild around Dame, and then they get pieces that don't really fit with Dame. And I love whoever it's gonna be. If it's gonna be Scoot Henderson or it's gonna be whoever, like it's a good piece to have on your team. It's just not really what you want to rebuild around with Dame. So it's just like I don't understand the direction here. I never do.
Okay. That's fair. What about the Nuggets being smart, I think, and trading away stuff for draft picks this year, because they're going to have to pay Jokic soon, and they're going to have to rely on the draft to fill the rest of that roster, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the Nuggets, I don't want to say a lot of the guys on their team are expendable necessarily, but I think they've built themselves a good system to the point where they know when they rebuild or retool, I guess you could say, for the Nuggets, like they know exactly what they need. So like guys like Aaron Gordon, who filled huge roles in the paint and as a second option on the interior, you got Bruce Brown coming off the bench, guys like that, they know exactly what they need. So like they're gonna have to pay these guys and they're gonna have to let some guys go, but they'll be all right.
Okay, we got 2 outs. I'm assuming we're talking about Atlanta, Philly.
Yeah, I think that's the nerf everybody spent or sweating, right?
Yep. Any other trades you're expecting tonight, Javon? Any guys we should be looking out for? I mean, I think my Wizards don't really have any other pieces to move. Any other teams looking to move their guys?
Yeah, I don't know if any teams are looking to move their guys, but I would be just for draft purposes, I would be not surprised in the slightest to see the Jazz make some moves because they're in a very strange position. And yeah, Zion, I guess you could throw in there, but I'll believe that when I see it too.
There's no way. They're already in too deep.
They're in way too deep. Yeah, I guess the Bulls are trading Levine. I'd be surprised to see that happen in the context of a draft, though. So I don't know if that's going to be tonight, but yeah, the Jazz are my team who I'd watch to make moves as far as picks go today. I think they're in a very interesting spot now with I think they're 10 or 9 in the beginning of the draft and the lottery, and then they have a pick later in the round too. I think they make some moves there.
Okay, Pacers trying to get Harris, sure.
Yeah, Tobias Harris.
Interesting. Paul George may be on the move. WNBA chatters for keeping us updated here. Cat on the Wolves, no way. No way he's getting moved. Levine for Brown, sure. Yeah. Chad, I think we're about to get some ABs here. We might have to pull this up and see what Schwarber's doing. Looks like the Nats are still battling or the D-backs are still battling on top of the first, Javon, but I think Schwarber's about to pop up. We'll take a peep here, boys. Brown and pick for Dame. I don't think Dame's going anywhere, chat. Oh, yeah. We're so back. I fucking love this 3D shit.
It's electric.
I feel like I'm at the game. I might just start watching this instead of the real games. I don't know why I would do that.
You should.
D-backs bang, I bet. Yep. This Henry guy is just not the answer, boys. He is not the answer, Javon. Sorry for peer pressuring you to take the Nats.
It is what it is. I'm not expecting Tommy Henry to pitch all that well either.
Okay. Carroll's fast. Sure. Sky's blue. 100%. How's our guy looking here in warm-ups? Is he looking hittable?
I mean, from what we're seeing here, this looks like Turks.
Looking like Turks to me, boys. Looking like Turks to me. Chat, we're going to go over what draft picks we like here. We have plenty of time today. Already went through the MLB plays. All right. We're going to go over these plays after the Schwarber and Lane Thomas at bats, but I want to stay locked in. I don't want to miss it. All right.
Fair enough.
But knowing us, it's probably going to be 3 pitch strikeouts and we move. So it should be quick. All right.
We'll see.
Woo K's Corp. Yeah. That's probably about as corp as you can get today, right?
Yeah.
That's corp as you can get today.
Not a bad play, but it is incredibly corp.
Ground out, I bet. Already. Thanks, chat. Appreciate it. You've got to be kidding me.
Give us a second.
Was it first pitch of the game? You've got to be shitting me, dude.
I like the aggressiveness.
Do you?
I do.
Oh, my gosh. My Mima could have made that play. Gosh. Yes, that was a very sharp play. One of the sharpest of the year.
That was.
Yep.
That was.
100%. Snow under K's. I'm not even crazy enough to take that, brother.
Yeah, not today.
No, sir. Let's go ahead and pull up the freaking Nats and see Lane Thomas, please. If capable. I know there's still 2 outs, but
no, we got 3 now.
We got 3 now? All right, yeah, let's pivot, Joshy. We'll move. I've seen enough Trey Turner bats in my time. Now they just make me sad. Bring him home. We need Lane Thomas, chat. Keep the vibes up. All right. How do we find 3D Gamecast? I believe it's on MLB.com or some shit like that.
Yeah, you can do it on the app.
Sure. Sure. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys aren't hip to this, get hip because it's changed the game. It's changed the game. All right. Let's get these boys out there on the field. I want to see people come out of the ground.
I don't know if this 3D one's working.
Oh, no. Hit the refresh button?
At the top of the inning, it wasn't working either.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've been trying.
Ooh. Yeah, let's try one more time. Double play, lol, I bet.
Nerfy free.
Come on, boys. Yeah, I don't think anybody's coming out of the ground here, Javon. I think this one might be cookie.
This one might be cake. Some are
might
saying.
Might have to go old school.
Yeah, old school Gamecast.
All right.
Why not?
Golly. Can't win them all, chat. Can't win them all. I mean, it hasn't even updated yet. Nerfy was air. Chelly, are you running back to Nerfy, bro? The people need to know. The people need another Nerfy Nobu challenge. What do you think, Javon?
You know he's about to go to Nobu, man. You know he's tapping back in.
You got so shafted by that JT hit. Or steal.
The steal was tough.
Oh. Yeah, Chad, that must be cake. I don't even know if the Gamecast is working.
Actually, on the
Show
court
me the
for
money.
the day. It's got
Oh,
to be
no.
the Marlins. It's got to be the Marlins. Then it's the only super low total.
All right, Lane, get on base, brother. Nice first pitch there from Henry. That would have hit me in the head. What do you say, kids? Come on, Thomas. Yeah, that's right down the dick. We'll take that call, though.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Crab
Seems
is
like
lively going top 10. Oof, I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I do not think so personally.
Chad, I got some plays on my sleeve we're about to go over after this at bat. You guys just stay put. We need to see Lane strike out first, and then I need to lock in.
That's the motivation you need to really lock in.
Sure. Nothing like a couple losers to really kick you into gear in the afternoon, you know?
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Come on, Lane. Lock in, brother. Lock in, brother. Put the ball in play. All right. Let's keep the Lane train rolling here, chat. You probably won't score another run for 2 weeks, though, because I tweeted out the other day, you guys need to get hip to Lane Thomas. He hasn't scored since.
Yep.
Okay. And he was literally a freaking run scoring machine prior to that tweet. So I don't even know what to tell you there.
Unreal.
Use that timeout, bro. Use that timeout.
Yeah, let him regroup.
Let him think. Let him think about it. All right. Okay. I bet, dude. I fucking bet.
I bet.
Just not the day for Lane, I guess.
Nah, it will be.
All right, chat. Chin up. Chin up. All right. We got plenty of winners to go over today. We still got the squad rides. All right. But first, let's finish up some draft talk. All right. Javon, we'll go ahead and pivot back to the draft order board here real quick if we can throw it up there. We got the Spurs leading off. I mean, we know who the Spurs are going with, Wemby. All right. We got Cleveland at the 2-hole, Portland at 3, Houston at 4, and the Pistons at 5. I don't know who the hell my Wizards are taking at 8. I've got a couple, potential guys we're going to go over, Javon, but I want to start with my guy, G.G. Jackson. Let's start with him. And he's not going to go to any of these teams. If he does, I would be shocked. All right. Maybe in a later pick, but I think G.G. Jackson's going first round, Javon. Not going to lie. And I've talked a lot of shit about this kid over the years, but people have been gassing him up for the last couple of weeks. I worry a little bit about his coachability. I remember going to the George Washington game against South Carolina. He was, not talking to his teammates, warming up by himself. We got the clips. We'll show you. Pretty weird and not a good sign. And then a tweet also came out yesterday about him maybe not giving his best effort in a workout and getting caught vaping, which is pretty funny. But yeah, here's GG shooting, warming up by himself when they were getting crushed and playing like shit, and him pretty much barking at people or not talking to his team the whole game. Either way, I think he goes first round. I think he's talented and has the athletic skill set to thrive in the NBA. And I think teams will be willing to draft him a little earlier than expected, even if his performances were inconsistent in South Carolina. We saw him play better throughout the year, though. I mean, this guy can do everything. He can play the 4. He could dribble and shoot threes. He literally does it all. An absolute athlete. I think GG goes first round, -145. Javon, thoughts on my guy GG?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that bet at all. I think it's going to be interesting because, a lot of the teams at the bottom of the draft, whether it's including any moves or anything, it could be in an interesting position to get a guy like GG who's pretty versatile, can switch, probably at the very least like 3 and 4, maybe 2. You want to throw it in there too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's a pretty decent play. I wouldn't be shocked as long as that this right here doesn't cause too much of a problem with some of the GMs there.
Could be a smokescreen.
Could be. Could certainly.
No pun intended. Could be a smokescreen. We've seen that before. Also, could just be G.G. Jackson being not the smartest kid and ripping a vape after a workout right in front of the team. We don't know. We'll never know. I don't care. I'm not capping this or utilizing this in my draft pick bets. I think he's going first round no matter what. He's so athletic and talented, and his ceiling is through the roof, all right, even if he's a little bit of a head case. So give me GG. Go in the first round, -145. Great value play, I bet. -140 here. Sure. Dubs. Javon, you got a bet up your sleeve?
Yeah, we were talking about it. I think you took Koulibaly over Dick. I'm just taking his underdraft position at 11.5.
Okay.
I think this is probably something, because I was talking about the Jazz possibly moving up and making a move or just staying put and kind of taking him there. I think they're the team that I'm really targeting to take him here. I think he is extremely versatile and kind of exactly what they're looking for. So I think he goes at the very least at their position, if not a little after, with somebody else who makes a move after he's still available. But I think he is going to be the guy that sneaks up. Usually there's a couple of guys in the later, like the back half of the top 10, international guy that really sneaks up on draft boards. It's seeming like it's going to be Bilal Coulibaly, Victor Wembanyama's teammate, as we were talking about. So I like him. I think he has a really good profile for a lot of those teams in the back half there.
Okay. Yeah, I like this kid. Bilal Coulibaly, played with Wemby. Kid's from France, 19 years old, 6'8", small forward. Potential absolutely through the roof, but super young. And, floor could be low as well. We really don't know much about this kid. Super young and does not have that many games under his belt. But he's super athletic, and teams are salivating at this kid. I'm taking him to get drafted before Grady Dick in a little matchup head-to-head at plus 105. I love that it's a plus money. I think everybody's overreacting to Grady Dick getting drafted in the top 10. I don't see him getting drafted in the top 10. I think he falls a little bit and goes in the teens. So I like Coulibaly to go either late lottery like 8 or 9-ish, or maybe late lottery, before the 14th pick, something like that. I just think he goes before Grady Dick.
Yeah, 100%. I'm for that,
okay.
For sure.
W's, looks like we got a nuke from Correa chat. Is this true? Can't confirm. A's Murphy Air. Yep, that under's looking good. Didn't bet it. I hope you guys did. All right.
Correct.
My fault. Got here late. Oh, what do you got, Josh?
You got that plus money.
Yes.
Dude, look at Grady Dick's odds. Over 10.5 is minus 425 on here.
Dude.
And his under 11.5 is minus 125. That's crazy.
So I should probably put a couple more units on that play. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Josh, that's on the book you have now too, by the way.
Ooh.
Go lock in, brother.
Yeah.
Go lock in.
A little bit.
Sure. Yeah, that is crazy. That's a great sign. So I'm probably going to double down on that prop. If you guys have that on your books, I would definitely take it. And yes, we will talk about the College World Series game after draft. Okay, stay patient, boys. Plenty of time. What do we think about Jarace Walker, Javon? I think we might differ on this one. We talked about it earlier, but I like Jarace Walker to go top 5. And I think he'll be the 5th overall pick going to the Pistons if they hopefully don't trade their pick. I like Jarace Walker plus 170 to be the 5th overall pick on the boards. Exactly the 5th pick going to the Pistons, who could use a big. That's where I see him going. I'm hearing a lot of good things about him this week. I think he's rising up those draft boards and goes early, but Javon has a different opinion.
Yeah, I'm just not really sure. The Thompson brothers really screw a lot of things up when you're talking about how hectic that 4 through 6, maybe through 7 area could be. I just don't think, for the Pistons, I'm not sure where Jarace Walker is necessarily going to fit in there because they have big depth. I guess you could say they just need someone who's a little more versatile, which he does fit into that, but I just don't know that he's the profile that they're looking for. I think it's more likely going to be a Ausar Thompson there. So that's who I think the Pistons are going to target. So I'm not really sure, like Jarace Walker with the teams that are kind of sitting after them, I'm not really sure where he fits in without a trade. So I more so like his over 6.5, which has been getting extremely juiced over the past couple days. 466, good Lord.
Yeah, we're putting Josh to work, but we might have to see that one for the kids.
Yeah, we might have to tap into that video.
He's burning a sweat back there. Switching all these tabs. W, Josh. Let's get some W's going in chat. All right. We need to see that Buxton nuke. All right.
That's nuts.
Sure. All right. I like Jarace Walker. Javon doesn't, so maybe you guys stay off that one. What do we think about Scoot? All right. I know, weeks ago, I figured it was pretty much a lock for either Scoot or Miller to go 2. I feel like that's the same vibe now, but I'm hearing more Miller talk going 2. And Scoot's a plus chick. I like Scoot at plus 250, Javon, to go 2nd. Miller to go 3rd. Any opinions on the young stud?
Yeah, well, go to the draft odds, Josh, just for the regular number 2 overall pick, because they seem to have shifted a little bit. Just massive smoke screen again, kind of flip flop.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so it's seemed like maybe, I mean, this could also change the second Woj, but that's a random
Oh, I'm
tweet.
so pissed.
But yeah,
I didn't get it in.
Yeah, oh, you didn't. That's tough.
I didn't get it in.
That's
And he was
tough.
fucking plus 250 this morning.
Yeah, that was it right there.
Oh,
We got Shams bomb, I guess. Yeah, that's probably what did it.
Serious momentum at the number 2 with Charlotte Hornets. I bet he is.
Yeah.
I bet he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of tough.
Damn it.
But yeah, it seemed like it's going to be scooted to Brandon Miller at 3, which, I mean, we're talking about a lot of the guys going after them anyway. So regardless of how it shakes out, I don't think it's going to affect any of the other bets because it's going to be either scoop Miller or flip-flop both ways. But yeah, I mean, for Charlotte, I think Scoot Henderson is pretty clearly the right pick there, and it seems like he's gaining traction to go there.
No way.
That's hilarious.
He's back?
Yeah,
The turkey tosser's back?
minor league deal. So we'll see.
Holy smokes.
Oh, here's the nuke.
Here we go, chat. Check this one out for size.
Now at the end, that was contact, but solid contact. Down
Good
the
Lord.
and gone.
Is that third deck, almost fourth deck?
That's a missile.
That was almost a 4-piece up in the 4th level. I mean, that almost left the stadium. Holy smokes, dudes.
That's
There
crazy.
we go. See ya. Haven't heard that call in a while.
You heard it some last night.
Heard a couple last night. Now for the big
Yeah.
9-9 now.
Yeah.
Any updates on Judge coming back? Is it going to be after the All-Star break at this point? What are we thinking, chat?
Yeah, it just might be. Who knows?
That home run Prize Picks season square has life.
Plenty of it.
It's got life.
Plenty of it.
At one point was dead. Now it's alive. It is risen. Okay.
Yeah.
Chair update. Didn't build the chair. Going to pay someone to do it. I'm a piece of shit. There's a chair update. Lane Thomas Shore. Bro, it's the second inning. Bro.
1AB, relax.
Said 1AB. Come on. Well, Chad, I'm blown. I like Scoot, and I wish this show was earlier because we would have been rich. But you know what? We move. Okay. What about Cam Whitmore? Javon. Hear a lot of good things about this kid. I could see him maybe going top 5. I think he was plus 130 when I was looking earlier this morning, but God knows where the odds are right now after seeing that Scoot Henderson stuff. What do you think about Cam? Yeah, plus 150. I feel like it wouldn't be smart to play both him and Jarris, but what are your thoughts on him getting gassed up a lot this week?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm buying it with Cam Whitmore, honestly. I've seen like a lot of the initial, I guess, reports were that people weren't impressed with him. Scouts weren't impressed with him. He had workouts that are pretty underwhelming. So I'm kind of sticking to that narrative. I think he's a stranger player, again, for a lot of the profiles that the teams in kind of that range are looking for. It's like I wouldn't be necessarily shocked, but I'm not necessarily buying Cam Whitmore here. I think he falls maybe – I wouldn't be shocked if he fell outside the top 10, to be honest with you.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to keep him out of this then. Holy smokes. Chat, yeah, scratch everything you heard from me about Cam Whitmore. No thanks. No thanks. What else you got, Javon? I mean, my 2 favorites by far are Gigi Jackson and that Koulibaly drafted before Grady Dick. But you got any more plays you love tonight?
Any more that I love. I was hoping that I could get a decent line on Anthony Black, his underdraft position, but I mean, they're hanging it most places. It's ridiculously juiced, like under 8.5. I think he's going to Orlando, and I think it fits perfectly for a couple of reasons. I mean, you've seen him mocked there quite a bit, but talking about like they're a super undersized backcourt. So like they're Anthony Black there who can defend, a bunch of different positions in the backcourt, as well as like I think his shooting is severely underrated just because he played in a system with Musselman where they're literally told just go rim run because that's going to be your strength, and their whole system made it very simple too. So I think he's a shooter that is very underrated, and I think you're going to see that develop. I think he just fits absolutely perfect in that system. I think they're going to go with him. And if not, I think if somebody's not going to take him right after, they're going to make a move to go up and get him. So, I mean, I wish we were seeing maybe a 7.5 so we can get slightly less juice because I'm not going to play just a minus 400, but I think he's going before that 8th pick for sure.
Okay. Yep. Been hearing a lot of Wizards Anthony Black talk, but you've told me, my NBA buddies have told me he might not even be there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be there.
It's not looking like it. Yep. Chat, they're juicing those odds for a reason. They don't want you to take that. Looks like he's going top 8. All right. What about Ricky Council, his teammate? Any thoughts on him maybe getting drafted in the second round, or do you think he goes undrafted? I mean, he's so athletic, so much potential. I know he was super inconsistent in college, but when he was one of the best players in college basketball.
Yeah, I think Ricky Council is tricky because I think he is so system dependent, and especially when you talk about some of those teams that are at the back end of the draft there, it's probably going to depend on just who makes moves where and who ends up actually having those last couple picks. It's just I think Ricky Council can be a solid guy whether he ends up being undrafted or not. It's just going to be, I don't know, it might be tough for him. He's going to have to probably rely on this last couple picks. Magic trading up for Black per sources. I don't know if they'll have to trade up. I think they'll could be right in the right spot there.
Okay. Yeah. Any Colby Jones thoughts? Everyone's talking about him in chat.
No, I don't really have any thoughts about any teams that could draft him necessarily.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't mind him.
All right. I will become a Magic fan if they draft AB. Sure. Chat, what is your guys' favorite picks for the NBA draft tonight? Let me know your favorite play, whatever it is. Drop it in chat. What about Imani Bates? I think he's like plus 1,000 to get drafted in the first round, I think.
700.
Plus 700 you're seeing now. So that's getting steamed a little bit.
Yeah, it's hitting a little bit.
You think that's hitting?
No, I was just saying it's been catching some serious steam.
Yeah. Probably because everybody on Earth is betting it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Just a tad.
I think he gets drafted in the second round, chat. I would not hate taking his over draft position. I don't know if it's up there on DraftKings. We can look right now, but would not mind taking him one bit. One bit over his draft position. If it's like early second round. I don't even know if they're going to have it, though.
They'll have that, yeah.
I do think the Wizards could definitely move up and get – or not move up, but take Coulibaly at the 8 spot. We love taking foreign guys. We love taking young guys. We don't really need a guy to plug in and play well right now. It's not like we're winning a championship in the next couple of years. So could definitely see us snagging him at 8. Maybe that's worth a little sprinkle. Exacta, take Coulibaly at the 8 hole, going to the Wizards.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, that's kind of something that in the back of my mind, taking this under. Because the Wizards do kind of fit perfectly for him, too. I wouldn't be shocked. But I guess we didn't talk about this one yet. One of the matchups that I like, you can go to that up there, Josh, and the who will be drafted first. I like Chet Howard. This has actually been catching quite a bit of steam here, too, against Leonard Miller. Same thing. I think like Chet Howard fits perfectly with a lot of the teams that are going to be right ahead of Leonard Miller. And I'm seeing Leonard Miller's draft position starting to get steam, same as this little matchup is here. Not the biggest Leonard Miller believer, I'll call it that. And I think Chet Howard is going to be one of those names, one of those shooters in the bottom of this draft or the bottom of the first round that are going to pick up serious steam, that have picked up serious steam in the last couple of weeks with talks. And I think he's going to be pretty good coming out of the gate. And I think a lot of teams that are around there are going to need a shooter like that. So I like this here. It was like minus 140 not too long ago, maybe yesterday. And we're seeing that minus 175, which is interesting.
Okay. Is there a chance Miller falls a bit? I'm assuming you're talking about Leonard because he's up on the screen and we're talking about it right now. Definitely a chance.
Yeah, I would say so.
Definitely a chance. No chance for the good Miller, though, Brandon Miller. He's going first.
He's locked. He's locked.
Let's just look at what the freaking exact or trifecta is for the first 3 picks exact. I know they have that, I think, on the right side up on the book. Let's see what it's at for minus 320. Go ahead and lock that one in, boys. Should be a safe lay piece. I mean, it's hitting.
Yeah, it is.
It's so crazy those odds flipped, but this is what happens. This is what happens on draft day. Turn on the notifs, chat. Turn on Wojbomb notifs. Turn on Sham notifs, and keep that book open. You might be able to catch somebody sleeping.
Yeah,
I've done it before. All right. What about any other sleepers or busts you like, Javon? What about your guy Brandon Podziemski, who you loved in what was he at Santa Clara last year?
Yeah, he's at Santa Clara. He made me a lot of coin taking his props. I'm hoping he falls to the Heat. I think he feels perfect in that situation. I've seen him mock there quite a bit. So, I mean, he's one of the better combo guards that I think you'll see at the little mid to late first round. And I'm excited to see, I mean, especially if he ends up in Miami, how he's going to fit in a lot of these systems because I think his scoring is one of the most underrated traits in this draft. So I am super excited to see, even if he doesn't end up with the Heat, where he ends up and how he performs, because I think he's going to be, again, one of those back end of the first round guys that are really making some noise in their team's rotation. So I'm pumped. He's my guy. I like him.
Okay. Well, let's hope you get some Heat positive vibes after what happened or what we saw in the championship. Let's go out there and get your guy.
Might need some.
Okay. And then what about Ben Shepherd? What do you think about this kid?
Yeah, kind of same deal. I mean, he's a guy, depending on the situation, I think he can be really good. He's been picking up a lot of steam in a lot of his workouts with these teams, and he's a guy who kind of got forgotten at the back end of Belmont because they had an underperforming team this season, but he put up numbers. He's extremely versatile, can guard almost the entire floor. His offensive game has been evolving, steadily. And yeah, look at that. He's going to be absolutely incredible in a lot of these different systems. I think he could lead a second unit depending on where he ends up throughout this draft. So I think he could end up being one of the bigger steals in the draft, like this tweet is saying here. Another guy who I'm just super excited to watch, especially like in the summer league. I'll be paying close attention to Ben Shepherd.
100%. Are we able to bet him? Is he up here for anything? Oh, sure he is. First round pick minus 250. Oh, they're hip.
No, they know.
They know. That kid is the truth, though, man. He can score.
Yeah, he
Holy
can.
smokes. Is there a prop up there where it has like player to go to an exact team, Josh? Like, are we able to try to take Koulibaly to go at number 8 exactly? Do they have those up?
I don't think so.
Pick number, maybe?
I think so. Just
Try to pick number. Yeah, they might have it. See if they have 8.
Yeah, 8.
See if they have 8. Yeah, let's see if they have 8, and let's see what. Yeah, plus 1,000 chats. I could totally see it. Let's take a peep at this for a second. All right, we kind of talked about a lot of these guys already. Look, Anthony Black, he's probably not going to be there at this point. Javon thinks Whitmore's fallen. That's enough to scare me off. I personally think Walker's already going to be gone. What about any of these other guys, though? Kobe, Thompson, or Hendricks? You think the Wizards would maybe look to get one of those guys before Koulibaly?
I wouldn't be shocked. I just think Koulibaly makes the most sense for them. I don't know. I think not that it's, plus 1,000, but if we're talking about like his draft position, which is depending on where you look, like minus 130, I think you'd probably just take a stab and get probably slight plus money on him to go top 10. And that would be could be a better bet. Eliminate the trade possibilities there, because I wouldn't be shocked to see, a team trade up for him.
Okay. Dubs. Yeah, chat, this is definitely more of a value play, of course, plus 1,000. You're not even putting a full unit on that. All right, that's like a quarter unit play.
Yeah.
Little spring. All right, chat. Better luck would be take them in the top 10 on FD or one of the other books at Plus Chick. All right, I'll be on that myself. W's, chat. We're going to go over this LSU game now, but first, little recap here of our favorite plays. My favorite plays for the draft: Gigi Jackson, first round pick, minus 140. And I also really like Koulibaly, drafted before Grady Dick, if you can get that matchup at plus 105. If not, sprinkle on Koulibaly to go plus 1,000 to the Wizards at the 8th pick, just a sprinkle. But a safer play would be just take him in the top 10 at plus money. Love that angle, Javon. What do you got? 2 favorite plays.
Yeah, so I just got Koulibaly's under, and then this little matchup here with Chet Howard to be taken before Leonard Miller, who I think slips a little bit. And Chet Howard's going to be a pretty coveted shooter in the middle of that first round. So those are my 2.
All right, chat. Hope we see this come to fruition tonight. It's going to be electric. Love watching the draft. Excited for it. Probably my favorite part about betting the NBA, which is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
There we go.
Krabs, you choose a squad ride yet? No, sir. 150 Eastern every day, my man. All right. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. LSU wins Skeens Masterclass. Very, very popular narrative today, as it should be. Although we're seeing LSU down to minus 165 now, Javon. Was there a college baseball Woj bomb dropped?
It could just have to do with the total moving down. The total's at 11.
What the hell? Why was it at 11?
That's just typically how this college baseball totals go. There's not really like a sharp opener. They just kind of open it in the same relative couple positions and then adjust as the market goes on. But yeah, going down from 11 to 7.5 is probably closer to what you would expect it to be. But it's also just so low.
Yeah. Is the under a play or is it too late?
You could say it's too late, but I don't know. I mean, even seeing a 7.5 at this point, I know they had a low scoring game yesterday. I mean, you got probably the two best pitchers in college baseball on the mound. Even seeing a 7.5 total seems crazy.
I'm hep. Like, what is this? Kershaw versus Scherzer in freaking 2020?
Yeah, I mean,
What's going on?
that time too. Skeens Lowry is going to be amazing.
Yeah, you just delete your sports book at that point. If you lock in that over 11 this morning, and then you look and see it at 7.5.
Yeah,
I mean, someone out there did it, and prayers up. All right, chin up. Take the squad ride today and get those coins back because that shit ain't hitting. All right, unbelievable. Yeah, that'd be the worst wager of all time.
that'd be tough.
And then send off for your Frogs last night, who did not have enough heart to drive in any runs with the bases loaded, but showed a lot of heart this season.
They did.
Yeah.
People forget they were damn near 500 middle part of the season. Then they made a crazy run, so that was exciting. They're also like all freshmen and sophomores, so pretty excited.
Okay, so they'll be good next year as well.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, why did it drop so much? Because we have two of the best pitchers in baseball pitching, and whoever makes the college baseball lines is probably the intern, and they effed up in the beginning. When I looked this morning, I saw no total up on the board, so I'm assuming they took it off and recalibrated whatever fucking system gave them 11.5 and fired it back up, and it's continued to creep down. All right. Definitely not betting that over. LSU seems a little too free, but I'm still a believer in that the best team, the number one seed, never wins. So fade Wake Forest at some point in this tournament. Maybe it's tonight with the best team in baseball being an underdog.
Yeah.
Maybe it's tonight. Like, do you think the line is right? Do you think LSU's the sharp play here with them being the fifth-ranked team, as a favorite, a pretty significant favorite against, the best team in baseball? Or do you think Wake Forest against Skeens, who does have a little bit of an advantage for LSU, might be a good look here at plus 135?
I really don't think there's a sharp play here because
Okay.
yeah, we can get that up, Josh, but I don't think there's a sharp play here because you're talking about the best pitcher in college baseball, best pitching prospect in the drafts, Paul Skeens. He's been absolutely incredible every step of the way, and he's facing probably one of the more dominant teams in college baseball throughout a course of a season that we've seen in years now. So I don't know that there's necessarily a sharp play here.
Okay. Chat, I'm still trusting my gut and sticking with my pre-tournament pick here, LSU. I do think they win. Not a crazy take there, minus 165. The line move does scare me, though. The line move does scare me. It is what it is, though.
This is interesting, too, because, first of all, they're playing in one of the biggest parks that any team, probably the biggest park they're ever going to play in college baseball, which, it hasn't been hitting. I think every game to this point is pushed or hit the under in the College World Series so far. So, it's that combined with the fact that then there we go. Let's lock into I don't know if we have the 3D, but it's top the Gamecast. Yeah. But it's also Wake Forest. They play in a Mickey Mouse ballpark, dude. Respectfully, they're like 300 straight out to the poles. So not that they can't hit. Like I'm not even joking. Not that they can't hit, but they play in a Little League World Series ballpark, so it definitely gives them a couple extra feet on their home runs. So, in fact, they're coming into a big park. You see a big adjustment.
Very true. I feel like once they get to Omaha, the unders start flowing. Typically, we're seeing the same thing for that.
Yeah, just a little bit. We saw Braden Taylor yesterday at the end of the TCU game hit one like 115 off the bat, 410 to center.
Wait, was that not Lane or was that Abrams? I'm so confused.
Abrams.
Now we got Lane up?
Yeah, now he's up.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, Lane's not a lefty. What's going on over here?
Yeah.
All right. CJ Abrams. Look, give him some time, chat. Give him some time. And let's get a Lane Thomas legacy at bat here, please.
See him lock in.
Please. What's wrong with that pitch, Lane? What's wrong with that pitch, Lane? What's wrong with that? No way, chat. No fucking way he's better hit
goodbye to that baseball.
No way he's better take this one, Yaya Javon. What a call.
Goodbye.
What a call. Lane Thomas nuke piece, chat. What do you say? Tie that puppy up. Tie that puppy up.
He's just him.
Holy smokes, he's him. He's an auto tail. How does he do it? I don't know, Jelly. He's literally like 5'11" and 170 pounds. Doesn't matter. The dude's a fucking beast.
Lane Thomas is good.
Having a career year. I'm so happy for him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's fucking go, boys. Now we need Schwarbs.
Yeah,
Lane
sure.
Train. Bro, straight up, chat. This isn't even bias. This is facts. Lane Thomas, one of the most underrated players in baseball, and one of the best leadoff hitters in baseball this season.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
100%.
certainly not biased towards the Nationals, and I
No.
made the tweet. I stand by it. Lane Thomas has been this year's Brandon Drury so far.
Okay.
That's
Well,
crazy.
we got Cody Clemens up at the plate. I freaking bet.
I bet it is.
Not a visual I needed today, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he's gobbling that mic right now.
Where's he from? We traded John Lester to the Cardinals for Lane Thomas a couple years ago. We still have him under contract for 2 more seasons. He's going to be a top free agent target. Very curious to see if we follow him.
Bro. Oh my god.
He's not even in queue anymore, Chad.
He
He just left.
literally left the queue, man.
That's on you guys.
That is on you guys.
That's 100% on you guys. Do not encourage him. Do not encourage him. Please. Holy smokes. Should we just call it? Should we just
Yeah,
end
I
the
mean, we
stream?
might have to just end on that one.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
The
we'll be
fuck
safe.
is going on, man? Yeah, literally, dude.
Yeah, end
Oh
on that
my
one.
goodness. All right. We've got Marsh up, I believe, and then Schwarbs on deck with 1 out. So we'll see what our guy Schwarbs can do. We can pivot to that game. Maybe we'll get back-to-back nuke pieces. Why
That'd
not?
be something.
That'd be something. All right. Yeah, that can't help the squad ride. I'll tell you that much. We ride in LSU today. I do like them, D-Watt, but they're minus 170, so I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
I just want to say my homie in chat, I forget his name, has 8 racks on Padres ML yoinked.
No
so-
way.
Let's fucking go.
Holy smokes.
That's way to
Let's
back
go
him up.
Pods. Show yourself in chat. Who is it? Is it Breezy?
I sent Joshy the slip. He'll show.
Okay. W's.
Oh, in play no
Holy
outs for Marsh. We're about to get a Schwarber, baby.
In play, no outs. Schwarber AB with somebody on base.
Yeah, only on first.
All right. Let's hit one in the gap.
Why not?
Let's hit one in the
Why
gap,
not?
chat. Come on. Let's hit one here before we wrap up BTL. All right? Come on. Javon, speaking of the devil, let's get squad ride going, huh? It's about that time.
Yeah. Start
About that time.
cooking.
Chat, let's start crafting while we sweat. All right. What's wrong with that pitch, Forbes? I don't know. I don't know why you don't rope that down the line of right field 400 feet because you're a beast. Swing the bat, dude. God. All right. Squad ride chats. We want to put it in college baseball?
Yeah, I don't know that we do.
Okay. I'm cool with that as well. Maybe that's one we sit back and enjoy.
Yeah,
All right.
sit back and watch that one. It's gonna be awesome.
What about NBA draft? Do we want to put any NBA draft in there?
We could.
The squad wants Giants ML. Well, the squad's not getting it. Okay? The squad ain't getting shit. No chance we're putting that in there. We're not going to put the Padres in.
Yeah.
But we're not putting the Giants in.
Yeah, no
Okay,
chance.
no thanks.
No chance.
All right, let's get our MLB whales in there first. And if we need to pull up some NBA draft, we can.
yeah.
All right? Please don't take G.G. Jackson. I'm taking him. And I'm tailing G Unit. Plus
As you
160
should.
Bilal squad ride. I mean, yeah, that could definitely be a play. So we'll keep that in our back pocket. Definitely not going Mariners plus 1.5 or ML. No chance. No chance. Do we want to put the Yankees in there?
I don't know if I do. I mean, we could put something just prop Hermam related in there. I'd be fine with that. Or maybe just the under if you like the under.
I do like the under in the game. I like the splits a lot as well. You don't think Wu is going to get a little nervous like he did in that first start, in his first start in New York City? A lot of these guys can't handle that pressure.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a shot. And also, I mean, it does work into his favor that he's probably going to have a shorter leash. Probably 5.
Mm.
But, yeah, I don't know. I like Herman. I mean, we could put his strikeouts in there.
Herman strikeouts.
Yeah.
We got a Schwarber strikeout. I bet. Useless. Yankees and Mariners number. Yanks for the sweep. Maybe we just go with the under, Javon, in the game.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, give me the under. 7.5. What else? It's slim pickings today. We could go Tampa Bay team total if you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Either that or maybe a 2.5.
Well, you're the Rays whisperer, so you pick.
Hilarious. I guess if you're getting 5.5 at plus money, which seems like most people are, I guess you might as well just go with the over in the game at that point. Unless you're getting a juicy 4.5 or a 5.
So the over really hasn't moved in the game.
And juice moved up a little bit.
Juice is moving up.
Juice is moving up.
The over's getting hammered with bets, and it has that damn up arrow next to bet percentage for the over, which scares me always.
Fair.
How have these teams been doing to the over recently? I'm pulling it up. Looks like Kansas City's actually been an over team, 6-4 to the over. Rays not so much, 4-4-2. 4-4-2.
Yeah. Rays at home though. They've been hitting overs pretty much all season.
Yeah, 26-13-1 to the over at home for the Rays.
Yeah, they hit at home. That's what they do in the drop.
All right. You make the call with the Rays.
Save that one for the end. We'll circle back.
Okay. All right. Definitely worries me that you're not confident enough to give it now.
It's not confidence. It's just there's so many different ways to play it.
Okay.
Like, I don't think the Royals are going to be very competitive. It's just, do I want to count on them to score runs? Not necessarily, but at the same point, if we're asking for 6 from the Rays, and Shane's going to give up his solo shot, you only need really one more additional run after that to go over the game. It's just it's a tough angle to figure out.
Okay. Do you want to put anything in from Pitt, Miami?
Not really, to be honest.
I don't really either, man.
That game. It's like, do I think the Marlins win? Yeah, but minus 160.
Tampa Bay and the over has moved from plus 120 to plus 130 on FanDuel.
That's minimal enough.
Maybe we put in the LSU under as well. I mean, we need picks today, brother. Maybe Jengus is right.
We kind of do.
I'm down to put it in. I don't even care that it's moved this much.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. LSU, Wake Forest, under 7.5. Nasty. And do you want to put in – it seems like Chad would be more than willing to put in a draft pick for this. Put the draft unders in too. So let's find our favorite draft prop of the day. We don't have to take Gigi. All right, although that's probably my favorite. We could target Koulibaly because it seems like both of us really like him today to go early. Maybe top 10 at plus check. Maybe we just go his under draft slot. I don't know what the odds are at for that, but we can check. I'd say those are probably our best 2 options here.
Yeah. I mean, there we go.
Everybody wants it.
The people want it. So what do we have? The 11.5 minus 125 to the under.
W comment.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
You said minus 165 to the under?
minus 125.
Ooh. For under 11.5?
Yeah.
Chat, do we want to do that or do we want to do top 10 at plus Chicky? I think we don't waver, don't get cocky, and we stick with the over-under slot. And I also think that's a more available bet anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. What do you think, Javon? Under 11.5?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, chat? All right. Will the team take him at 11? That's a really good question as well. Let's see who's at 11. The Magic.
It's the
Currently
Magic.
at 11, but they could also trade a pick. They've got 2.
That's the thing. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a trade was involved with them having with the 6th pick too. I don't know if somebody's there that they don't want to be necessarily looking for. They may trade back because I think they need a shooter.
Okay. I'm telling you, chat, Koulibaly to the Wizards makes an incredible amount of sense. We love drafting foreign young guys who stink. And he could be the next one. He could be.
Yeah.
He could be. Pair him with Denny. We won't score any points. God. All right, chat. We're going Yankees, Seattle under 7.5. We're going LSU, Wake Forest under 7.5. And we're going Koulibaly under 11.5 draft spot. All right, boys. We're keeping it to 3 today. Javon, you're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Like,
Get your picks in, boys. The squad ride is up in the Twitch poll. Hurry up. Go, go, go. You only got about 5 minutes. All right? Get your picks in, boys. Get them in. Lock in. I'm very curious to see what wins this. This is one of the weirdest squad ride votes we've ever had.
Yeah, this is a strange day.
We're
Definitely.
in the dog days.
Yeah, definitely not letting the units fly today. That's for sure. But got to find some winners.
Trent, bro, I gave you Gigi Jackson. How are you not already using that bet? That's your guy. Nuking the minus 145. Honestly, it's hidden. GG. And then, yeah, what's up with these two brothers who are slated to go top 10 now, Javon?
Yeah, Ahmed and Asar Thompson.
Yeah, what's good with these kids?
Yeah, I mean they're developmental guys that are coming. I think
Okay.
they played Overtime Elite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, OT Elite
Dogs.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely two of the more interesting draft prospects, but they've looked absolutely amazing. So I'm excited to see. Yeah, they can't shoot. They're all just big playmakers.
Okay.
I don't really know what's going to happen with them.
Well, I'm seeing them in the top 5 in some people's mock drafts today, which is wild.
Yeah, they're just massive. I mean, yeah, they're big question marks. It's just like the potential's through the roof, but I mean their floor is probably just as low as anybody else.
Okay. I mean, Trent, it's written in the stars, brother. It's written in the stars. What pick does OKC have? Do we know, chat?
You know, I want the Thunder to get. I want the Thunder to get Jalen Clark.
Oof.
Second round.
You know who I'm mad is not in this freaking draft?
Ooh.
Taron Armstrong, who signed overseas. He's going home to Australia. I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
I was going to be talking about him all week, chat. All week. You're honestly lucky. How is that kid not in the NBA? Come on.
Stuff. It'll make his way back.
Maybe one day. Yeah, Drew Timme, is he getting drafted? No?
No.
Who else, chat? Throw out some names. Big name players who aren't getting drafted. Amani Bates. I think he's going second round. Chat. That's my guess. Ace 4 coming in with a sub bang. Let's freaking go, my man. AL 100s. 9-month sub bang. Dubs. Appreciate the support, boys. Hurry up. Get those squad ride votes in. You got about 10 seconds. Go. Hurry up. Looking like the Yankees under's about to win, boys. They're running away with it. And there it is. Yankees, Seattle, under 7.5, chat. That's the squad ride. All right? I need a shit wager like Bennett. Yeah, we just gave you a couple there, Trent. You can take Timmy.
We'll craft some meme plays, man.
You got to fade Timmy, bro. Yeah, Sheba, what do we think about him?
I don't know draft-wise, but probably put him on my bust list. I just don't think he has enough offense to stay around rotationally.
What about Zach Edey?
Probably same thing. I mean, he's probably going to be a developmental guy, back of the bench guy that eventually starts to put a little bit of something together, but not really sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still got a year to work on it, though. He'll be all right.
Edey's back at Purdue. W's, whoever just faked me out in chat. Now I'm going to get roasted all day. Appreciate that one. W's. He's in college. I'm going to take him not to get drafted then. That's a sharp play.
Should be
All
fine.
right, boys. Look, we're getting an absolute gem tonight from Wu and Herman. Under 7.5 in New York tonight, chat. Squad ride. Tail it every day for a unit, and you're going to be up coins. All right. Make sure you guys follow us on Pickett and stick around for the Surge stream starting up right now with Book It with Trent. He's going to take you through the slate, maybe an MLB model. All right. I'm curious to see what he has on the college baseball slate. Okay. And whatever draft picks he can pull out of his ass, I need to know what he's got before I lock my plays in. All right. Chat, we'll go ahead and drop a graphic on the BTL Twitter as well with all the draft props we love, a little cheat sheet, if you will. So stay posted. Check it out. All right. Yankees under. Squad rides. We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing.